Should we do that? Food enters the digestive tract through the mouth. The space between the lips and cheeks externally and the teeth and the gums internally is the vestibule. The area contained by the oral cavity is the oral cavity proper. The tongue occupies the floor of the mouth and has many bony attachments. As food enters the mouth, it is mixed with saliva and
masticated.
This is where the breaking down of food begins. The pharynx. From the mouth, food passes posteriorly into the pharynx, which is the common path for food, fluids, and air. The pharynx is divided into three sections: the nasopharynx, the orthopharynx, and the largopharynx. The walls of the pharynx contain two skeletal muscle layers. The cells of the inner layer run longitudinally. Those of the outer layer run around the wall in a circular fashion, altering contraction, and these muscle layers propels food through the pharynx into the esophagus below. This propelling mechanism is called peristalsis. Peristalsis.
Esophagus.
4!
Esophagus.
The esophagus runs from the pharynx through the diaphragm to the stomach. The esophagus conducts food to the stomach by peristalsis. Beginning with the esophagus, the walls of the GI tract have a basic pattern that reflects their common functions. Because the tissue arrangement in the alimentary canal walls is modified along this length to serve special functions, here are the basic wall functions for reference. The walls of the alimentary canal organs, from the esophagus to the large intestine, have four characteristic layers. The mucosa layer is the innermost layer. It's a moist membrane that lines the cavity or lumen of the organ. It consists primarily of a surface epithelium plus small amounts of connective tissue and a scanty, smooth muscle layer.
Smooth.
The submucosa is just beneath the mucosa and is a soft connective tissue layer containing blood vessels, nerve endings, and lymphatic vessels. The muscularis externa is muscle layer made up of a circular inner layer and a longitudinal outer layer of smooth muscle cells. The serosa is the outermost layer of the wall. It consists of a single layer of flat serous fluid-producing cells, the visceral peritoneum. All layers of the alimentary canal wall, except the mucosa, contain a nerve plexus. The intrinsic network of nerve fibers that is actually part of the autonomic nervous system. These plexuses help to regulate the mobility of the GI tract organs. What are you doing?
Hey, what are you doing, man?
I'm texting Will's girlfriend, and her name is
Stomach.
The C-shaped stomach is on the left side of the abdominal cavity, nearly hidden by the liver and the diaphragm. The stomach has 4 different sections.
The cardiac region surrounds the cardioesophageal sphincter through which food enters the stomach from the esophagus. Penis. Come on! Out! Reading. Get it? Do you get the joke? Do you get the joke? I get it. I get it. Josh gets it. Soccer.
The cardiac region surrounds the cardioesophageal sphincter through which foods enter the stomach from the esophagus.
Oh, come on. I wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready!
Hey,
He
They're
just
just read, you idiot.
farted.
Alright! Go with that. Let's start over.
Said.
Why do you always do that? The fundus is expanded part of the stomach lateral to the cardiac region.
That was hot.
Body's mid portion.
Oh, let me be up here.
The pylorus is the terminal part of the stomach. Look at the exhaust. Heavens, buddy. Okay, good.
Digestion occurs here mechanically, as the muscular stomach crushes food, and chemically, as hydrochloric acid and other gastric juices and enzymes break down food.
Moving down. You guys can't see it.
The majority of chemical breakdown of food and absorption into the body occurs in the small intestine. It contains many different enzymes to break down a variety of food components. Microvilli provide a large amount of surface area through which to absorb the broken down nutrients. Some chemicals also provided by other organs in the body. The pancreas provides the small intestine with an enzyme called pancreatic amylase, which breaks down starch. The liver produces a substance called bile, which serves to emulsify or break down fats. After being processed by the small intestine, food is transported by peristalsis into the large intestine to the ileocecal sphincter. The large intestine does not actively break down food, but absorbs as much of the remaining water in it as possible. It also contains millions of bacteria, which metabolize any remaining nutrients. The large intestine provides the final opportunity for absorption in the GI tract. After food is processed here, the remaining waste is expelled from the body through the process of defecation.